Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
On an account called Cut in the Kitchen, a woman shared a video she's still searching for answers to. According to her, around 4 a.m., her parents' security camera was triggered by movement outside their home. At that hour, they assumed it was just an animal, but what appeared instead left them with chills. Out of nowhere, a faint white figure appeared in front of the garage. Its movements were unsettling, almost as if it were jumping from one spot to another. But the moment the camera detected motion and the light switched on, the figure vanished completely. Based on its size and shape, some might think it resembles the ghost of a child, but I'll let you decide.
That was a good first clip. This is the first time that I can recall seeing black person in some haunted, scary stuff though. I'm pretty sure I have seen plenty of course, white people, Hispanics, this and that, but even Arabic. Yeah, so yeah, let's just see. That was an interesting clip too. The clip you could it didn't look like something was moving. It looked like something was floating or jumping around, but I could see how somebody could say jumping around. But as soon as the camera caught the motion, it did disappear. Because often say somebody could say that, oh, this is just like something like a length or whatever it is passing the camera. But when the motion camera cuts on, you know, come on, man.
Phenomenon Paranormal is a TikTok account dedicated to all things supernatural, but the woman behind it may be experiencing something of her own. Alongside her usual content, she shared what appear to be first-hand encounters inside her home of something that seems to be trying to get her attention. While she was napping in the living room, her camera captured a chilling disembodied voice. One that sounds like it's saying, "I'm coming for you, princess." It's the kind of message that would have sent me running out the door. But for her, encounters like this happen often, with eerie voices frequently calling out from the other side. Just moments after her dog barked, a raspy voice can be heard saying, "Don't you bark at me." A direct and deeply unsettling
Okay, so the second time the spirit of the ghost talk, it did sound like it said, "Don't bark at me." The first time it did say, I can hear. It's like it said. It's supposed to say had said, "I'm coming for you, princess." I heard the coming for you, but I didn't hear the with the princess. So, yeah, I mean it's interesting, but I mean this ain't really nothing. And she said that be happening all the time. That means she probably used to it. And then the first time it sounded like it looked like she was asleep too, though. So she probably didn't hear it. And then the second time she wasn't even in the room, but you know the camera picked it up. So, probably like in real time. These things, these situations aren't that scary, but I guess looking back on it, I guess you know they are a little bit interesting to share, just so people can see what was going on inside our household. So yeah.
Sorry, but the second it talks back to my dog, that's when I pull out my super soaker full of holy water. Number 3. A woman named Katie is fascinated by all things creepy. She creates homemade oddity art, loves going on spooky adventures, and even keeps a collection of haunted dolls. But one day, while rearranging items in her doll room, something happened that completely caught her off guard. As she bent forward to adjust something, a single nickel came flying off the shelf. This coin had been sitting there for some time, untouched and starting to collect dust. She didn't touch the shelf or even move anything that could have caused this. So why did it randomly go flying off the shelf? And could it be the spirit of one of her haunted dolls trying to get her attention? Number 4. A man named Ryan has a sister who says strange, unexplainable things often happen in her home. From toys turning on by themselves to pictures flying off the walls. One weekend, Ryan and his wife agreed to watch the house and take care of their niece and nephew while his sister was out of town. But during their stay, the small living room camera captured something they didn't notice at the time.
Okay, hold on. Let's get you.
Nice. Oh no.
Here, don't mess it up. Whoa. Okay. All right, let's get you outside. Come on, Odie. Let's go outside, crazy boy. Let's go outside, crazy boy.
As his wife walked into the room, she set her things down on the table and headed to the kitchen. But just as she walked away, a ghostly voice can be heard saying hi. And moments later, the bag on the table was suddenly knocked over. She didn't notice either at the time, but when she later reviewed the footage, a chill ran down her spine at just how clear this disembodied voice was. Number 5. Sean Austin is a paranormal investigator who travels the country exploring haunted locations. Recently, he visited a family in Conway, South Carolina who had been experiencing deeply unsettling activity in their home. They reported toys and chairs moving on their own. And even more disturbing, their young daughter claimed to be speaking with someone no one else could see. When she finally said the man's name, her parents were shocked. It matched the name of a man who had previously worked on the house and later took his own life. Because of the activity, the family set up a camera, and what it captured is downright chilling.
This is the first. I would say this is the first good clip of the video. But I do have some questions now. I have watched a lot of. I always say this, but I have watched a lot of footage, ghost footage, haunted this, haunted that. Once again, they said the kid can see the spirit and interact with it when the humans can't. And that happens a lot. And then they said that the name of the spirit was of a man that worked at their house, but he committed suicide. He took his own life. So with that being said, I would like to know, where did the man take his own life at? Because if he took his own life off of the property, I think that's interesting. That means spirits can move around freely, right? Usually, when it's a spirit on the property, and or land, that spirit has been there for like years and years. Cause I'm pretty sure time don't exist in their realm or out the band, but they probably don't know. I really don't know how it works, but anyway. So that's interesting that knowing that dude committed he took his own life somewhere else and he's able to go back to the house, which is weird. Because it's like I don't understand that though. So yeah, but it seems like spirits can move around freely wherever they want to. But why that house though? Like if the worker was just working there, why go back to that house? You know what I'm saying? Maybe some more information that I don't have. Because something just don't make sense right there. It's unusual, but it's opening the door for more and more questions that I'm not gonna get no answers to. Um, was the worker related to anybody in the house? How long was the worker there working on the house, and what was he working on? Once again, the question I just asked: what did the worker take his life? And how long was that? How long ago was that? And has they tried to do anything to cleanse the house? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get back into it.
Suddenly began rolling across the floor, moving as if something unseen was pushing it along. No one was anywhere near it, yet the wheels turned as though it were being guided. Then, as it finally came to a stop, a large picture frame crashed to the floor with a loud smack that echoed through the house. The incident left the family shaken, and what their camera captured next only made things worse. In the dining room, a chair slowly slid away from the table, as if something unseen was pulling it out to take a seat. It kept moving, drifting farther and farther back, despite no one being there. Moments like this feel like something straight out of a nightmare. And honestly, just to be safe, I'd be tempted to toss that toy car and chair into a big old fire. Number 6. A man that goes by Gabagoo on TikTok posted a video that quickly gained traction. He had started recording after letting his daughter paint his nails, just to show off the surprisingly good job she did. But when he later rewatched the footage, he heard something that made the hair on the back of his neck stand up. A faint ghostly whisper was barely picked up in the audio, one that sounds like it's saying, "Someone warn everybody, you hear me?" After enhancing the clip, it's hard to deny that a voice was captured. But at the time of recording, it was only him and his daughter in the room, and the whisper sounds eerily close to the camera. So what exactly did he capture, and how can I avoid it? Number 7. Over on the Ghost Tech Paranormal YouTube channel, paranormal investigators Jeff and Mark set out to investigate a location known as the Arcliffe Cells. This fort was built in 1826 as a defensive structure to protect Britain from a potential French invasion. Today, Arcliffe Fort is abandoned and partially sealed off, with reports of paranormal activity and unexplained occurrences happening in the cells. As soon as Jeff and Mark turned on their cameras, before even getting a chance to start the investigation, they heard something in the tunnels that scared them to their core.
All red lights. Are you red lights?
Red lighted, yeah.
Right.
Oh my God. That's loud. There's someone walking around. Oh, my ears are standing on end, man. Lucky we're recording now. We haven't even camped it in yet. That's f***ing crazy.
We're hearing walking.
It's getting closer. Jesus.
Someone's, we've just turned on the camera and there's someone walking behind us.
Oh my God. hairs are standing on end, man. Lucky we're recording that.
Loud banging echoed around them, eventually turning into the chilling sound of ghostly footsteps. They looked at each other in disbelief, as they were the only two people in the bunker. The guys explored the tunnels, setting up equipment along the way. Mark eventually settled in a pitch-black passageway to conduct a solo session, eager to see what responses he might get.
Up at the top of the passageway.
In some of these clips, I just reacted to them just because I reacted to so many, and I know I keep on saying that. But some of these clips, just reacted to them, they don't seem as interesting as they would if you was there. Like if you was there, hearing somebody walk would be interesting. Seeing a door close, seeing a nickel fall off the shelf, all of that would be interesting. Even hearing them in-body voices playing back, I can understand how people get chills from doing all this stuff. Because in real time, it's like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did the nickel fly off the shelf? Nobody's here, I didn't touch it. Why are we hearing footsteps? If there is another human here, we hearing footsteps and loud banging. There's another human here, or most likely it's not. So why are we hearing that? Which is interesting. See door slamming, see doors slamming shut. See chairs get pulled back. It's like it's nobody right there. Clearly with our eyes, we can't see anything. So why is that chair moving? Why is the toy moving? Why is the picture falling off the wall? So all of this stuff is interesting. I get it, but just reacting to it. Sometimes it can get, a little bit like, I seen this before. What the bam? Something more exciting happening. But this might be the best clip. I just got done saying that last clip was the best clip. This might be the best clip in the whole video. Let's continue. And I got one more after this. And I want to see. Hopefully they save the best for last. But let's see what else he catches with this with the solo trip that he's on.
One of them is, if you go up to it, it'll make a buzzing sound and lights will go off. Totally won't hurt you or harm you. And the device next to it is a bell, which you can ring. It's like a porter's bell, which you're probably familiar with from if you were alive in the 1930s and 40s. I'm asking out to anybody who may be in the fort with me still to make a noise or touch one of our devices, please. What date were you here? Whoa. What the f? Who's that? I can hear movement from down there behind the static cameras, like shuffling. Who's down there, please?
A loud bang rang out from the end of the tunnel, sounding like a heavy object had been thrown. Caught off guard, Mark stared into the darkness, trying to make sense of what he just heard. And while this was all happening, Jeff was conducting a solo session of his own.
And what we've done, we've placed some motion balls along the floor. And I've got a digital recorder. Whoa! What the f was that? Well, that sounded like metal.
As the investigation was winding down, Jeff had one last question that seemed to get a response.
So, would you like us just to leave now? Shall we leave? That's walking. There's walking. And it sounds as if it's coming from the cell behind the camera. Shall we leave? That's what.
People that make equipment to catch ghosts, where it's to I want to say that one thing was called a REM pod, and then he said I think it make noise. I know it lights up for sure, but I think it makes noise to the ghost come across it. Then the other dude had, and that same dude that was sitting down, he had another device that was from like he said the 1930s or 40s. I guess there's a bell on it. I guess it do the same thing basically. I think. And then dude, he had something called motion balls, but I don't know how that works because he can hear walking, so I don't know. I guess the ghost not close to the motion balls for them to do whatever they do. So the people that make devices to signify that like, hey, it's a spirit near. First of all, how do y'all do that? You know, I got to look it up to see how exactly they work, how exactly was they created for people to do that. But then also they should make more devices to catch spirits in unique ways. Maybe we get to the point where technology can be so far advanced that they will actually be able to. And I think they do already got something like this. When they can, you can actually see the ghost, but it's like a stick figure, and I forgot what that's called. It's a certain device that they got like that, but maybe it can even progress even more. To where maybe you use like your phone, you could download an app and use your phone or iPad or a laptop or whatever, and you can scan a room with the camera. You can actually see the ghost like real time, but it won't be a stick figure. It'll actually be like you can see the outline in the human form. Who knows how far technology goes? But with that being said, yeah, this was a good one. Let's see what they got for the last one.
And it sounds as if it's coming from the cell behind the camera.
The clear, undeniable sound of footsteps could be heard coming from the cell directly in front of Jeff. These steps were unmistakable and seemed to come in response to him asking if they should leave now. From the evidence they gathered, it's safe to say that something is still lingering at the Arcliff cells. Number 8. A man known as Les Giants on TikTok says that over the past few days, he's been hearing strange rustling coming from the swamp near his home. Each time he went to check, there was never anyone there. But one night at 1:30 a.m., when the noises started up again, he grabbed his phone, and this time he captured something truly terrifying.
Y'all, I just walked off the porch and I came out here to check on the chickens. I just heard, first off, I heard my name. Second off, it sounded like somebody was saying, help me. Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, help! I need help. Aaron, can you help me?
He cautiously stepped outside, scanning the area for whatever was making the noise. Then, in a sudden and terrifying moment, he heard someone call his name. As he moved deeper into the darkness, a chilling voice echoed out, asking for help. What made it even more unsettling was how calm the voice sounded, completely out of place for someone in distress. His heart began to race, and he quickly ran back inside. But it leaves him and all of us wondering what the actual was out there calling for help in the middle of the night.
To the man reaction, man, that reaction, it looked genuine, it looked authentic. You can see how his eyes is bugged out because he was tripping, like, yo, I'm really hearing it what the band. He pulled out his phone too. But yeah, the number one thing about this clip, usually, even I heard my name being called IRL some certain times, but it's never that clear. Like that was like clear as day, clear. So that was weird. That was a little bit off. But with that being said, man, this video was the video. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I ain't got nothing else to say about this one. I'm out. Peace.